Everybody good? Yep. All right, well, let's jump straight in with questions.
So, reaction to being a number 4 national seed and getting to play at home?
You know, I think back to schedule. I think about 2018, 2019 of like feeling like you're supposed to see yourself as a regional host. And I think one of the biggest things that we've done, I give Greg Dry a lot of credit on our staff, is researching and revamping our scheduling. And I think the number one strength of schedule now is held serve. Even last year we were number 3 strength of schedule. This year, of course, number 1. But even you could see it 22, 23, 25, hosting 3 of the last 4 years was a concerted effort to what you do with the non-conference schedule as far as being on the road, in-state, playing like an ACC champion like Georgia Tech, and then drawing really the toughest schedule in our own league propelled us. I know that 4 of the 5 teams we travel to in SEC play are regional host and national seeds. So I give Greg a lot of credit in adjusting from where do we need to get to create a day like this. So a top 4 national seed is a absolutely big deal. And but as I looked at watching the TV here, not just our road, but every road's a tough road. Every team that's made this field has done something amazing. They've had a pitcher rise up, a team rise up, a big swing. So all capable teams, but at least I know standing here to you in front of you right now that 4 teams stand in our way of a return trip to Omaha. And I think it's pretty neat that we did it at the 984 Club here, because this lets us know the distance to Omaha, and this highlights our 6 teams from Auburn that have made the journey. So it's nice that it starts right here at Plainsman Park on Friday.
What are your initial thoughts on the region and the matchups?
Yeah, just like the whole field. I think Stetson, just what a good ball club. The last couple of years, they've been just incredible, exceptional. Anybody in college baseball, when you play a 56-game schedule, that walk into postseason with 40-plus wins have absolutely dominated what's been in front of them. Central Connecticut, our coaches will be learning more and more. Scott Foxhall on our staff was at NC State. We've been there for a regional. Elliot Avance, one of the best in the business, and just a treat. An amazing coach for a long period of time that everybody in my spot look up to, and Omaha experience and et cetera. So I think we have a very well-rounded field here, and I just think over the last few years, the teams that have been here, think of a Florida State and a UCLA that's hosting this time, and a Florida State that's hosting. We've had some good fields here, so I know our fans are going to get treated to another amazing field of good regional teams here at Plainsman Park.
Coach, last year you guys didn't even make the conference tournament, and now you're standing here as a top 4 seed. Just in summation, I mean, what do you think it took the most of to get here and make this turnaround happen?
A program staying connected, players staying connected, continuity of our staff now going 8-9 years in a row, a belief that the group that we have and the fan base we have and the program we have can sustain when a cloud comes up and things happen. I don't think it's that much more than that. I think it's absolutely people continuing to believe in a program even through adversity. And I think tough times create tough men. And I think that happened with the returners on this ball club. Added some really good pieces that's helped this team. And I think we put our head down for a year plus now. So it's pretty gratifying standing here for this. But hey, the challenges will start again here on Friday. But there's no doubt there's been a good level of perseverance over a year's time to get us to this point. So it's not easy, and it's not supposed to be, but you can take it's rewarding for 15 minutes or so before we start, clicking back into practice here this afternoon and getting ready for what we know is going to be a tough challenge to continue to try to advance in the tournament.
But you talked about you guys' success at home, the changes, the additions here at this ballpark, to be able to have a chance to get to Omaha without leaving Plainsman Park. How exciting is that?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I think it's only happened one time in our program's history. The 3 out of 4 regional hosts for Auburn to be here is, I think, the first time that's ever happened. I think there's 309 Division I baseball teams playing college baseball this year. Could be off a team or two, but for only 7 other teams, which are household names, to have hosted 3 of the last 4 years, that's really awesome. Small company to be a part of, and hopefully continues to brand our program. Honestly, But yeah, the atmosphere, the renovations to Plainsman Park, everything coming at this time for us to be able to host another regional here. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about the people and what it's going to feel like in this ballpark, and these people being alongside this team as we start this postseason journey. For it to be here is pretty special just because of the timing of everything.
Butch, Dutton, were you able to get him some work over the last few days? How'd he look? And early on, is he a guy you want to throw Friday or maybe hold till Saturday?
Yep. I don't think we're there. Just figuring out which teams that we're playing. It seems like the last few weeks it's been Tilly, Dutton, Chatterton, or it could be somebody else. I think Myers and Fisher have done great work for us recently. What's the complexion of these teams that we're about to play? Left-handed, right-handed, offensive, more pitching-oriented. Those are the things that we'll dive through today and start figuring that out. So I do think we have the flexibility of moving Dutton up. He threw 3 innings on Saturday, and so I think that was good. Saturday and Tuesday are our squad games. We already have the entire week mapped out. So this will be a practice today on Monday. Tuesday will be a squad. Wednesday's our last real team practice, and then I think when the sun goes down Wednesday, the NCAA will take over Plainsman Park. So you'll see the 4 slotted practices for the teams that are participating on Thursday. So the hay needs to be in the barn by Wednesday night. The decisions on, we really did the start-to-start rotation stuff to give us flexibility to make a decision. So I think all 3 starters are prepared to go whatever game we think is right, or we stay the same. And I think it's just compelling to figure out the identity of the other teams to see where we slot our guys, because nothing's about a safe play right now. Nothing's about taking the wrath of your criticism of we started a guy here. We'll have to start a different quarterback every game. That's the difference in we're in a football culture environment to where we have to start a different quarterback every game we play. So it is a huge decision. That's why the question's respectful. But we'll make what we think's the best matchup here. And I don't care about playing it safe. You can't play it safe and keep your foot on the base at this time of year. There's going to have to be some calculated risk because the margins are so small with all these teams being good. We're going to have to jump off a cliff. If we just try to hug the trunk of a tree, we're going nowhere. So this may be one of those calculated risk and decisions that's got to be made along the way if you have any hopes of continuing to advance.
All right. Thanks, sir.
All right.
Thank you.